Hello and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be how to change brake pads on a Ford Lincoln MKZ. Also, same chassis as a Ford Taurus, it'll work. And pretty much every kind of Ford sedan that is going to be 2015 to 2021. This will be a step-by-step guide. This will be one with has an electronic parking brake, so I'll show you how to put that in service mode as well. We're doing the brakes because the customer complains that it's squealing. The squealer has touched the rotor, so it's time to change those out. We're going to be using Brembo brake pads on this one, so I'll show you how to do it. All right, so inside the vehicle, you're going to use three different things. You're going to use the parking brake switch right here, the gas pedal right here, not the brake, and your ignition switch. So you're going to have your foot compress the gas pedal to the floor. You're going to push this down, don't pull, push down, and you're going to push it down, step on the gas pedal, and then you're going to hit the accessory switch. So push down, gas pedal, accessory switch. You're going to wait. It's going to start flashing. Keep your feet and your button pushed down. Okay, push it, turn it off, and turn it back on. And you're going to hear the caliper going in, whining. At this point, you can let go of your buttons. And now you are now in service mode, so you can service your brakes. With the 21mm socket and your vehicle is lifted off the ground, you can remove those lug nuts. If you have a wheel lock key, you will need that to remove the wheels. So once you've got your wheel off, there is a pressure tab that's on here. Use a flathead, and you want to put it in either top or bottom, it doesn't matter, and just gently pry it while having your thumb on it so it doesn't spring load it into your face. After you've got it removed, set it aside in case your brake pad set doesn't come with a new one. You got two of these plastic caps that are sitting on the back side of here. Take them off. Do not lose them. You will be reusing them. You're then going to use a ratchet with a H7 head, and you're going to be putting it in deep inside there until you feel it bottom out. Make sure that you're very careful that it's in there correctly and all the way, so you do not round out the bolt, causing this to be unremovable. You can do it now or later. If you can pry your flathead in there and pull it back to recoil the piston back into the caliper to make it easier for yourself. Or if you have a Calipro tool, you can use that as well. But it's very straightforward. Stick it in, pry it in. So now you can see I've already done that. Makes my life easier and faster to do this job, but you can never use a C-clamp on here. If you use a C-clamp to push the piston back in, you're gonna crack the back of this electronic caliper parking brakes, and you're gonna have to replace it. So don't ever use a C-clamp on this kind of vehicle. If you're doing rotors, you're gonna have to take your caliper bracket off with the bolts on the back side of it here. 17 and a 17, but I'm not. Customers doing pads only. Do not let your caliper hang down. Please, please, please keep it up like that. Okay, we're gonna take off these pads. Customer's got to complain that it's squealing. The inside pad is metal on metal almost, so that's where his brake squeal's coming from. So we're gonna change those out for him. As you can clearly see, this squealer is pretty much parallel to it. So we're gonna change those out for him, clean these off with a wire brush, and then use some brake lubricant to clean that up and make it look nice. So while you're doing this, put on some either lubricant, Easy Slide, or copper anti-seize, whatever works for you. You're gonna come and on your brake pad set, you're gonna have two sets of pads. One's gonna have a spring on the back, one won't. The one that has the spring is gonna be the one that sits on the back. After you've used a wire brush, like this, and you've cleaned out there, and put some lubricant on there, you can slide this in just like that. This one, again, with a spring, goes on the back side of it, up here. I've already gone ahead and recoiled the piston back into the caliper beforehand, but if you don't, what you can do a few different ways. You can use a old brake pad, and if you've got a ratcheting caliper tool, you can push it back in that way. Anyways, this one is already compressed all the way back in. I'm going to put a little bit of Easy Slide lubricant on here on the back side of here and here, just to make it so it's a better mating surface. Once I've done that, I'll put it back together, and then move on to the next wheel. This is the product that I use. Get a little bit on your hand, on your finger, put it on the brake pad generously, and same thing with the back side. Okay, then you're gonna put your caliper back on. Once you have hand threaded both the top and the bottom in, you're more than welcome to use an electronic ratcheting wrench if you want, just to help out. Makes it go by a little bit faster. But don't go too aggressive with it. Do the top and the bottom. After you have tightened them up nice and snug with your ratchet, you're then going to get your plugs and put them back in, one on the top and one on the bottom. You're then going to be pushing your secure tab in with the old one, or if your new one, if your pads come with a new one, use the new one. So I'm not going to be using the new ones because on this specific one, there's no tension on it, so it's not working for me. So I'm going to reuse the existing one. It's in good condition. So push one pin in on the bottom hole, and then on the top hole, you're going to put your tab underneath there and fight with it. So push the tab in and put this tab under here and push it in all the way. If you want, tap it. It's not going anywhere. And that is how you basically will do that one. Now, go do your other side. Once you got your wheels back on, you're gonna torque it to spec, which is 150 foot-pounds for this vehicle. You're gonna torque them down, make sure they're good. After you obviously have checked to make sure that your caliper bolts are tight and everything is nice and tight and secure. You've got your pins back in there, your locking pins. Make sure you have all that. Then we're gonna move back into the vehicle and get it out of the brake service mode. All right, now that we're back in the vehicle, we're gonna take it out of park service mode. So watch, as you can see, it's still showing that it is in maintenance mode. You're gonna repeat it. Before you pushed it in, this time we're gonna pull out. So you're gonna pull back on this, compress the gas pedal all the way down, keep them both pushed down, and then you're gonna hit the start button, let everything light up on the dash, turn it off, and hit it one more time, and then you will hear your caliper start to recoil back in there. So, pull forward, step on the brake pedal, gas pedal, hit the button, everything will light up, let it light up, you're gonna turn it off, and turn it back on, and now you can hear the caliper. Now it's back engaged, and you are out of park service mode. Now, you're still gonna have a soft brake pedal because you pushed your caliper pin back in. You're gonna pump that, okay, as many times as you need until your brakes get firm. 3 times for me. You're gonna pop your hood, make sure your brake fluid level is full, and you can go do your road test. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.